In other news, Saudi Arabia and the UAE have resumed airstrikes on Yemen's port city of Hodeidah. The Yemeni media say that the overnight airstrikes hit a radio station, a market and a fishing pier. There are no reports of casualties yet. Saudi Arabia and the UAE launched an operation on June the 12th to take control of Hodeidah from Yemen's Ansarallah forces and their allies. They halted the operation earlier this month. Friday's airstrikes came after Yemeni forces said they had attacked Saudi and Emirati targets on Wednesday and Thursday. No casualties were reported in the attacks that are the latest in response to the Saudi war. Nearly 15,000 Yemenis have so far been killed in the Saudi-led war on the country since 2015.
Hashimi, thanks so much for being with us. Well, the Saudi war against the Yemeni people has now led to Saudi Arabia's cessation of oil shipments through the Strait of Mandeb. This after two Saudi frigates were targeted by Ansarallah movement's missiles, which is defending Yemen against Saudi attacks. Where will all of this lead to? Well, stay with us as we take a look at this on this debate. We're going to cross over right now to our correspondent on the ground in Sana'a, Mohammed Al-Attaf. Mohammed, thanks so much for being with us. Well, can you please fill us in on the latest situation there and the latest information you have about those attacks?
Yes, we're over the 48 hours, past 48 hours, the Saudi Arabia, along with its allies, have intensified their airstrikes on different parts of the country, and especially on the areas near the coastline of Al Hodeidah. As you mentioned, that the four fishing boats were targeted by Saudi Arabia's warships near the coastline of Al Hodeidah. The number of fishermen who were killed and injured are still unknown, especially as the attack has taken place nearly away from the coast. But such attacks continue unabated without despite the international community's outcry for the stop of the Saudi Arabia's indiscriminate airstrikes. On Friday, the Saudi fighter jets bombed also the fishing seaports in Al Hodeidah, where most of the people in Al Hodeidah depend on fishing for their livelihood. So the continued Saudi offensive on Al Hodeidah in order to capture the seaport, which is the only lifeline for millions of Yemenis, is really putting more people's lives at risk, especially those who depend on fishing, and also those who depend on this only lifeline. The situation is getting is really catastrophic, as also the Saudi Arabia's use of internationally banned weapons. As on Friday, also as a number of people were killed due to the when one of these bombs went off. So the situation in Al Hodeidah is getting difficult in case the international community is not going to put an end to such offensive, and also to bring political factions back to negotiating table. The lives and also the situation of these poor people will be at really a catastrophic situation, and also more lives will be hurt and will be killed.
All right, thank you so much for that update. Very sad situation, of course, on the ground for the people there.